allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if we can have the minutes from the previous council meeting.
Susquehanna called the meeting to order at 7 p.m. and called for a salute to the flag. Minutes from the organizational meeting and the January regular meeting, monthly meeting, were read and approved on a motion made by Evan Everett and seconded by Butch DeLucia. The treasurer's report was read, approved, and held for audit on a motion made by Evan Everett and seconded by Butch DeLucia. Correspondence: no Act 14 notices received for proposed wells. Public comment: none. New business: Francis Truhan discussed proposed ordinance 51 as advertised in the Susquehanna County Independent during the month of January 2015 and made available for inspection at the Township Building. The title of this ordinance is Ordinance Authorizing the Participation of Silver Lake Township in the PSAT's Unemployment Compensation Group Trust pursuant to the Pennsylvania Intergovernmental Cooperation Law. The draft ordinance received from PSATs was reviewed by the Township Solicitor, and he suggested only minor modifications. While the Township has been using PSATs for the unemployment obligation, there is no prior ordinance to rescind. Copies of the proposed ordinance were circulated before the meeting. Francis Truhan opened the floor for public comment. John Demery asked if this saved the Township money. It was explained PSATs offers the lowest rate. Francis Truhan asked for a motion to adopt ordinance number 51. Butch DeLucia made a motion to adopt ordinance 51. Evan Everett seconded. All voted in favor. Evan Everett spoke and said there were two items he would like to post on Auctions International: a 4,500-pound hydraulic winch and a light bar. Evan Everett made a motion to advertise these items on Auctions International site. Butch DeLucia seconded. All approved. Francis Truhan read the police report with 16 incidents for the month of January. Mr. Truhan also spoke regarding a letter received from the Susquehanna County 911 Center. Currently, if there is no one to answer the phone in the police office, the call is automatically transferred to the county. They are receiving a lot of non-emergency calls and are asking all police departments in the county to set up an answering machine to receive the non-emergency calls. For all emergencies, residents should still call 911. But the police department will set up their own answering machine within the next month. Evan Everett gave the road report. Winter continues to be busy and they are going through a lot of material on the roads for winter maintenance. Assessment permits none, driveway permits none. Francis Truhan made a motion to pay the bills as submitted. Evan Everett seconded. All approved. As no further business was presented, Francis Truhan made a motion to adjourn the meeting, which DeLucia seconded. All approved.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor?
General Fund, EFTPS, $1,814.99, and EFTPS, $1,817.23. They are both payroll taxes. Pennsylvania Department of Revenue, $193.82, also payroll taxes. Timothy Berg, $1,095.77. Levi Tiffany, $288.80. John Nagy, $119.03. Evan Everett, $1,070.57. Frontier, $318.58. Geisinger, $1,629.68. State Workers Insurance, $775 even. Timothy Berg, $1,095.77. Richard DeLucia, $107.06. Francis Truhan, $107.06. Levi Tiffany, $288.80. Evan Everett, $1,070.57. Cintas, $239.98. Enterprise Products, $350. Friedman Electric, $129.85. L&D Stoneworks, $3,835.54. Miller's Auto Connection, $70 even. Century Alarm, $309 even. Williams Oil and Propane, $1,132.33. Sandra Brink, $354 even. Seth Everett, $1,078.74. Chris Short, $996.37. Sandra Brink, $350 even. Evan Everett, $1,007.36. Chris Short, $996.37. That's it. Started with a balance of $180,512 even. Receipts at $13,016.41. Disbursements at $23,171.60, leaving a balance of $170,356.81. State funds, Bradco Supply, $192 even. Brown Farm Enterprises, $715.75. Cargill, $1,263.16. Shenango Supply, $192.01. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, $500 even. Fleet Pride, $300.03. Montrose Auto Parts, $83.65. Williams Oil, $1,459.57. And Rounds Construction, $1,710 even. Started with a balance of $82,952.76. Receipts at $1.43. Disbursements at $6,416.17, leaving a balance of $76,538.02. Police Department, John Nagy, $108.41. Frontier, $179.17. Lackawanna College, $45 even. Verizon, $95.66. Oregon Kluger and Quinn, $39 even. And Silver Lake General Fund, $4,869.45. Started with a balance of $60,224.88. Receipts at $3,008.02. Disbursements at $5,336.69, leaving a balance of $57,896.21. Equipment Fund, John Nagy, $4.84. Started with a balance of $41,116.16. Receipts at $197.36. Disbursements at $4.84, leaving a balance of $41,308.68. Fire Fund, John Nagy, $45.24. Started with a balance of $10. Receipts and disbursements both at $45.24, leaving a balance of $10.
I'll make a motion to accept the treasurer's report as read.
I'll second that. All in favor? All right. No Act 14 notices. All right, again, no Act 14 notices regarding any proposed gas well as we received last month. Public comment? Oh, George, you go ahead, George.
I would just like to put out a comment about reading the treasurer's report every meeting, okay? The supervisors already know the bills. There's no question from the supervisors on the bills that are being paid or anything.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to see is a requirement that not be read unless somebody in attendance requests that it be read every meeting. I don't know how, there's not many here to discuss it, but I'd like to open that up for discussion, that at the beginning of the meeting, is there anybody that wishes to have the treasurer's report read? And if there's even one person, it has to be read. But if nobody objects, I would think we could forego that. It's not like it's open for you people to approve, you already have approved it.
Well, we do kind of approve it officially at the meeting. Some townships don't read it. We've always done it. I don't know. Anybody else wants to weigh in?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a legal requirement or whatever, but I mean, most of the time, nobody even raises a question. Sandy has to go through all the details every meeting, and if nobody, I mean, anybody interested can audit it or request information at any time, and at the meeting itself, before she has to read it, if you could say, is there anybody wishes for it to be read? And if nobody does, then we bypass that. I don't know what anybody else has any comments on that.
Everybody certainly feel free to comment on that. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to read it, gives us an idea where all the townships township funds and our taxes are going. And I do have a quick question. I don't remember the company, but you had a $1,700 check for some construction company.
Brownses,
Yeah, what was that?
they were hauling, material for us.
Oh, so they weren't building anything, they were just
No,
trucking.
no, because it would have been under the equipment, or under the building fund if they were building something.
Just curious.
Did you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I would like to see it read also. And I do have a question on some of the stuff that was read. There was $45 for Lackawanna College. I was wondering what that was for.
That is, they have a police academy, it was police training of some sort, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was police-related training.
Police related?
I mean, you have it on your bill, you can just check right now, you don't know.
It was for police training.
Okay, well, that's,
And then there was a bill for Geisinger. That's your health insurance, or what is Geisinger? And it was like 1,000 something. How much was it? Do you remember? Was it over 1,000, I think?
1,600 something.
And is that, how often is that paid? Is that,
Every month.
that's every month, so it's like 1,600 a month. And that involves insurance for how many people? Health insurance?
For,
For 4 people, and who would be the 4?
the road crew, secretary.
Road crew, secretary. So that means you're getting health insurance as part of your service, working here, or whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
And is there any, I'm curious, what kind of insurance? Is there any deductibles, or is it the same for everybody, or is it?
same for everybody.
Okay, and then the other question was,
And it's just personal insurance, it doesn't cover your family.
no family involved,
No.
just for you personally, health, personal health,
Yeah,
or accidental? Not, it's not an accidental insurance, okay. It's just health. Then I had a question, can you explain exactly what Act 14 driveway permits are?
okay. Act 14 notice, whenever they do, or issue, I think it's called an ESCGP1, it's erosion sediment control permit. Over a certain amount of acreage, when the land's disturbed, they're required, they get a permit from the DEP, they're required to, we get copied on that. So generally these well pads or the driveway access pads, they're large enough that they require that, so we get copied. That was just kind of our way of letting people know that there was going to be an upcoming new well pad. So every time we got an Act 14 notice, we'd read it, we'd say the well pad, we'd say if it was for a well pad, or if it was a road, or say if it's a new pipeline, just to keep people informed. And we haven't received any, it might have been a year or two since we received the well pad notice, so. But we're just keeping it in the minutes, even if we get nothing, just so people, in case some people look for it, so they'll know that we've received nothing.
Because it feels like it's been about 2 years.
I don't know, I'd be guessing, but it's been a while.
So it's not, is it the same thing as getting like a PennDOT driveway permit? Or this is something else?
if there's a driveway permit, it'll be under driveway permits, it won't be under Act 14, because you aren't gonna go through the, design and stuff for a driveway permit, a simple driveway permit, and a PennDOT permit would be through PennDOT, not through us, has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, the area of disturbance is a lot lower. Now, if the township, if they were putting a well pad with access road on a township road, you might hear both of them. You might get the Act 14 notice, as well as you'll see, we'll let people know if an issue, the driveway permit's been issued.
But the Act 14 notice is more towards the construction of the pad,
Mhm.
and then the driveway permit just goes along with it.
Yeah.
It's included in the Act 14?
It's
the
not
driveway-
included, they just might need both.
They might need both?
If it's on township road, they get a township driveway permit, and Evan handles that. And there may also be Act 14 that goes along with it. If it's on a state road, we don't handle that, you'll just see the Act 14 notice.
Okay, so if it's a state road, they may have to go to PennDOT to get the driveway
Not
permit.
may have to, they have to.
Yeah,
They have to?
Yeah.
So because I looked up some driveway permits in Dimick, near friends of mine, and I had PennDOT look it up for some of the access roads to the gas pads, and they had no driveway permits on file. So that's
Well,
why,
you probably should talk to Lake Township about it, maybe.
Dimick Township?
Yeah, That'd be a good start.
Would they possibly have the permit and not PennDOT?
Have no idea,
Hmm,
but it'd be a good start to ask them.
yeah.
We
so-
don't get the PennDOT permits.
Yeah, because this was a state road, and there was no PennDOT permit for that access road. I was also curious, what's the balance on the Act 13 monies at this point?
Oh, shoot, I did not write that down. It's gonna be like 600 and some thousand.
600 and some thousand?
I'm gonna try and include that next time.
Yeah, if you can include that. And when was the last payment? Isn't it like twice a year or something?
It's in July.
July, and then that was the last one? You didn't get another one?
You get them in July.
That's it? Once a
Yeah,
year?
Once a year.
Oh, okay, I thought it was maybe twice a year. Okay, so every July.
No, when they started it, you got the first payment in maybe November or around about that area.
Hmm,
Then it's July after that, until they take it away.
all right, so there's no, nothing in November or December, just July. Well,
But
they're
we missed out on it, I guess, if they sent us a check.
Well, I guess the present governor is talking about doing both. He's not talking about eliminating Act 13, from what I'm reading. You know, that he wants to just do a severance tax up to 7.5% and then still keep the Act 13 money, so that we have both.
Yeah.
So, you know, that might be good since I guess people are getting used to that.
Okay, done? Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Um,
He has a question, he just raises
Did
it.
somebody, yeah,
Yeah, just coming back to the healthcare, does that, does the employee make any contribution toward that, or is it 100%
Yes.
paid?
No, we make a contribution, I don't know exactly what it is.
And you said just for you, can you tie your family on at your expense, or?
No. I mean, I guess you could
I
set
think
up
legally you can
something.
do that, but it hasn't been done.
It's set up as a personal plan.
Ferry?
Yeah.
How about the police?
It's offered, if they have something else, they have the choice to be in or out.
Any police taking it at this point?
No.
No? So they must have their own then.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, the only new business we have is, Evan, if you can give us a status on that hydraulic winch and the light bar that was put out to bid last.
The light bar went for $155. I think that's a fair price. The last time we accepted it, it was $50. People paid for it, never came and got it. So after 10 days, we can relist it. It's been a year. So we relisted it, it went for $155. The hydraulic winch went for $22.25. And I think that's a fair price. We've got more before, but we don't have that much money into it.
So you recommend accepting both
I
of them?
recommend both of them.
Okay, any comments, questions on that before we, okay. All right, well, I'll make a motion that we accept those bids.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor? Aye, okay. Next, police report. There were 16 incidents for the month of February, and additionally, just to make a note on this, people might be interested, additionally 2 individuals were extradited from Pennsylvania to New York for being suspected of committing 2 of our township burglaries. These are burglaries that happened in the past, and the chief has obtained a warrant and has arrested them. That's all I have on that.
Can I just ask too, then if they were extradited, does that mean that they're residents of our township or of the county?
Well, that means New York had them and they sent them here because
They must be residents then, no?
I do not believe.
Well, they came from New York to here?
Well, if they committed a crime here and they were found suspected of that,
But
you
they,
could extradite somebody from another state will send them there. Here,
But
wherever
there was somebody that committed or suspected of committing a crime here, for residents of New York.
There's nothing to say.
Yeah, I don't know who they were residents of, just New York sent them here. I'll read the thing again,
Well, no, I
you
just,
can
I
comment.
misunderstood.
I'm not an expert in and I'm just
But
kind of reading it to
I
keep
was
you
just wondering
informed.
which way they went. Did they go from here to there or there to
Yeah,
here?
right.
Don't know where they're from, I know they caught them, that's where they were originally caught, and they're extradited here to Pennsylvania.
That's all I was interested in.
Okay, so I'd really hate to try to add any more.
No, I didn't know which way they were going, that's all.
Okay. Okay, assessment permits, none, I assume driveway permits, none, driveway permits, none. Okay, anything else, any new business you can take up?
For the road report, but it's about the same as last month. We're
I missed that, sorry.
plowing snow.
All right.
Anything on, can I ask anything about the road, since we're
Yeah.
on road? What are you using now for the ice and stuff? Are you using the same stuff you've been
Yeah.
using?
Yeah,
The brine that's from,
we don't use any brine.
no brine?
No, that's in the summer. And we got a letter from the brine company, whatever, they changed their facility, they're no longer doing the brine, so we'll be using something else this year. We haven't decided what,
You mean during the summer you're talking about?
period. No, we're done with salt brine,
Are you done with salt brine?
yeah,
So then what do you use just for ice? Is it just,
anti-skid.
What is it?
We do have salt and anti-skid,
anti-skid, is that what you're saying?
yeah.
And what does that mean? What is the anti-skid?
Stuff you put on the road to keep from skidding, cinders, stone.
Okay.
And we do
Cinders and
spread-
stone?
We do spread some salt, but not only on the hard top.
You obviously have been putting salt on McNamara, right?
Yeah. Anything that has pavement under it will salt.
You don't salt Barney Road, you don't
No.
salt Church Road.
Well, they won't hold it.
What do you mean they won't hold it?
If we salt them, it'll drive the frost out of them, we'll plow the tar and chip right off them.
Oh, so you gotta have actual,
You need
Pavement.
something under there to support it. If you don't have good sub-base, and it starts, the salt will keep it from freezing, it starts to wheel rot, and then next thing you know, you're rolling the tar and chip right off.
yeah, because you soften the mud underneath.
Well, the cracks and stuff, it
Oh, yeah.
leaches down in. We salt McNamara, we salt Donovan Hill and Arrowhead. The only reason we do those two is because the gas company paved them, so we can salt them. They didn't do it so we could salt them, but being that there's pavement there, we do salt them.
Now, is that what you did last year? Is that how you did it
Yeah, we
last
did.
winter?
Yeah, every year we do it like that.
Anything else to add, Evan?
No,
All right. I make a motion that we pay the bills.
I'll second it.
Okay, and I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay. Well, let me take a vote on both of those, I forgot to do that. All in favor of paying the bills? Aye. All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Do you have any plans for like Act 13 monies, the 660,000, whatever it is? Any future plans, anything in the works?
We put in the preliminary
We
budget.
spent what, for this year?
I guess for this year,
We spent
yeah.
$100,000 last year on that road project.
The road project, which was what, Heavey Road or
Yeah,
something?
we spent 10,000 on dust control, we're gonna spend 10,000 on dust control this year, and then we're gonna have to figure something out to do additional dust control this year to replace our salt brine. And I guess the 600,000 or 600, whatever it is, we've moved stuff around to pay the building off that we took from the equipment fund. So potentially down the road, 150,000 of it could go towards equipment.
So nothing else pending then besides
Not
that?
right now.
Now,
I
we
guess
do
we'll see what comes in this year.
when we do the budget, we do a resolution, kind of estimating the amount of Act 13 money we're gonna receive. And then and kind of earmarking some of these things so that in the budget, like the dust control, and then later, once we get the money, we'll put the exact money in a resolution to acknowledge it, so it can go into the budget. And then we kind of finalize our numbers. So if Evan wants to do a road project, I guess he'll do an estimate, pitch it to us, and
Have you had any citizen?
if we decide to do it, then we'll put an exact number in there, and then we'll redo a resolution to amend the budget.
And do you have any citizens that have come forward for any requests of project? Me? What,
Yeah.
what did I ask for? My road,
You
maybe?
wanted us to redo your driveway.
Not my driveway, the
Yeah,
road.
Gus Park Lane.
No, my road.
Yeah,
That's-
your driveway.
That's not my
Your
driveway.
driveway and the sewer authority's driveway.
I don't call that a driveway, I call it a road. You're calling it
Oh,
a driveway?
Okay, I call my driveway a road.
Oh. It's Gus Park Lane, yeah. So if we want that done, can we put in a request?
Yeah, I told you exactly what you call the sewer authority and asked them about it.
Oh, I asked them, but they said they wouldn't want to be involved. They don't want to pay for
We're
it.
in the same, if we do your road, then we're gonna be doing North Shore Drive, and then we're gonna be going over to, Quaker Lake, and we'll, be doing South Shore Lane, and they're not public roads.
I understand that, but it's still part of the township and we're still residents
I know,
here.
but we don't repair people's driveways.
It's not a driveway, it's a road. You keep saying that.
I know, I keep saying it, but there's a lot of people that share driveways, so you could call it a road till you pull into their house.
It's probably on a survey map,
Take
and it's
North-
probably, if you would read your deed, it'd probably say you have access to this shared road.
And
or
it's not,
something, right?
I can't just drive up there as I feel free to. I have no right being up there,
Really? Why not? I see
because I
people,
don't own anything there.
I know, but
Who's the deeded owner of the road that she's talking about?
I would assume the landowners.
Not the
The sewer,
township?
Depends on where
no,
you're at.
no, it has nothing to do with the township. The only person that has stake in it is the sewer authority. And that would have to go through the sewer authority if they thought they needed to make repairs, just like the sewer authority takes care of the Lagoon Road and the Quaker Lake.
so can the sewer authority request from you if they decide they need help with
I guess-
making that road accessible for them?
I guess they could, but that would be up to the supervisors whether, I mean, we've got our own roads that we should be taking care of and spending money on. We've got problems, this year, for instance. We've used probably almost double of our anti-skid for the year.
So then, if that's the case, do you have plan to fix any of the township roads? Or if-
Not yet. We'll see how spring comes and.
You said you use twice as much anti-skid. That doesn't have anything to do with the repair condition of the roads, it's
No.
just the weather, right?
Right, but it's more money. It's
Oh,
money
I
that-
understand.
The last 2 years, we've started buying material in January, where, it used to be, but we do spread more now than we used to.
And can you say what it actually is when you say it's in?
So, it's number, ASHTO number 8 and ASHTO number 57, so.
And it's actually, you said salt or sodium something?
There's a whole bin of it, you can see what it looks like out there.
Salt is totally separate.
Okay, so, but it must have a name, like a chemical name or something. I mean, what-
Salt?
No, the thing that you're talking about, the anti-skid.
It's stone.
Huh?
It's bluestone.
Oh, it's
It's
bluestone.
just crushed stone.
Okay, well, I'm getting finally an answer. That's what I'm trying to get. What is it actually? What is it? So it's crushed bluestone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an answer. Thank you.
This salt brine situation that they're not gonna offer it anymore, does that have anything to do with any EPA regulation, or they're just going out of the business?
I have no idea. We got, a number of townships got the letter. I haven't even read the letter yet. It said, before we got our letter, other townships contacted us asking what we were gonna do about it.
You were using that for dust control?
Yeah.
Was it pretty effective?
No.
Oh, well, maybe
It's
that's,
cheap.
It's
It's
cheap.
cheap, but not super effective. This calcium is way more effective, but that was about 9 cents a gallon. This is,
Oh, really?
dollar a gallon spread, but, and,
Oh, I'm just telling you.
okay.
It's